Listen to that. For those of you that wonder why we put up with snow and cold and shoveling and, you know, ice removal and everything that goes along with winter, this is why. Welcome to Old Guy Hobbies Stock Cars. Beautiful day. Man, I love Wisconsin. Don't worry, YouTube, I'm not going to stand here talking your ears off like I did last week. Last week we were behind the shed by the race trailer, and right now there's a snowdrift to get back there that's taller than I am, and it hasn't been above 0 in a week, and that's Fahrenheit for our friends in the suburbs of Wisconsin, aka Canada. That's 0 Fahrenheit. I can't do the math for the Celsius translation. Anyway, coming up here in the next, I don't know, month or so-ish, whatever, we're going to have a whole video series on actually building a stock car engine that you will learn stuff from. Obviously not from me, that's coming from Jason, aka the professor. And this week we're just going to wrap up some stuff on the bodywork. We're still going to get to those driver profiles for people outside of Benton, Wisconsin, and go visit them, talk to them. Hopefully they let us in their shops, and we'll do all that. We're going to have our sponsor profiles and everything coming up. But let's get into this week's show. How about that?
Could be a challenge.
All right, so in this shed is the professor's old sports mod, hand built, by the way. And in it is Carl Edwards' Butler seat. And that's going in the late model. Oh, this is going to be easy.
Dude, I told you the Wilbur dog rode along.
Wilbur dog.
He's no more.
We'll have to get a Milo Zero dog sticker.
We will.
Look at that. That's a Carl Edwards Butler Built racer. How did you end up with a Carl Edwards seat?
Down, my sister. 2 sisters live down in North Carolina. And down there's like a second chance race supply. So second chance, they sell parts. Second chance for him to go. And my dad bought it down there. I think he bought this for like $600 or something like that and brought it home.
Perfect.
It's like sitting in a recliner when you get in it. Problem is it's a little tight right here. We're gonna take a little bit of this off. If Chuck fits in it.
In other words, Charlie's got to get his fat butt to the gym. Okay, so she's busted loose, but we got to take the headpiece off to get her out of that tiny window that fit through.
We built the car around it. I knew it was going to be tough getting it out of here. Not much room here. I might have to go at it from the other side.
Okay, here's where we're at. These humps here are denting up the door here, won't go over the door. So we're gonna take the door off now to get the seat off. We gotta go get a drill. Now we're getting cereal.
This will give us some room.
So close.
Couple more.
Hey, coming off now. For sale, one Professor Sport Mod door, $500. Oh, now we got crushed panels.
Okay, now it'll
Oh, now she'll move. Oh, now we got some room. I think. I don't know. That was easy.
Nothing to it.
Nothing to it.
Like downtown New Diggins.
One Butler Built Carl Edwards. How many races do you think he won in this seat? Carl, if you're watching this, reach out and contact us. Yeah, that's gonna happen.
I tell you, I won quite a few in it.
That's good.
And a championship.
We almost forgot the one missing shock. Professor says it'll be easy.
Yeah, it should be easy, right?
Famous last words. Right up there with hold my beer and watch this, y'all.
We gotta get these things sent out.
Yeah, like soon.
All the parts are still in this tranny, and I haven't let them strip it.
So we're gonna send the
Clutch is even sitting, I think, in the deck on this.
We're gonna send the shocks out to BHE to have them revalved and pick up some new ones.
Get us set up. I wouldn't mind someday maybe getting this thing back going. I got a few updates to do to it.
What year did you build this?
God. I don't know.
I'm terrible with dates too.
I don't know what year we did build it. Probably like 2012 or 13 maybe.
There's the shock. Look at that.
Yeah. They went out. I think Manny's grandpa got it.
The size of that compressor. This was in a lead mine here in New Diggins?
Yeah.
Holy cow.
And it when it runs, it's 3-phase. But when it runs, it's just runs real slow. It's really quiet. It actually worked really good. Still works. It's all hooked up.
How old do you think that
There's a
thing
lift
is?
on the floor under you too.
Oh my god.
Like one that telescopes up out of there. That's really old there. Very lifts like here and then back there, and they have two huge cylinders that come up and down. And you run it right here.
Does it still work?
Oh yeah. You gotta have the air on it. But you pull the one, it'll put the one cylinder up, you gotta do them at the same time, then this one drops it. It's like air over hydraulic. Manny's grandpa had it pretty set up.
So this was Manny's grandpa's shop.
Yep.
There's a big old heater up on the wall there.
Actually, it might. No, it's not here. Oh, up there, Bennett's Auto. You can kind of see it yet.
Well, how about that? Some family New Diggins Bennett family history.
Oh yeah.
And if you haven't been to New Diggins,
It
well,
snowed.
yeah, it snowed. Milo! Oh, Dad went outside. It's over. I know, right? He'll be back, I swear. Well, this is a little bit bigger window. It should fit.
Yeah. Hopefully.
It's the first time I've ever heard Milo bark.
Hey, don't bark much. I'm trying to get him to speak. Come here, boy. Come here. Come here. Come here. He's all wound up.
Moment of
back
truth.
a little bit.
Was it worth it? Because if I don't fit... oh God, Carl Edwards is a tiny guy. You know what? We're snug. We're really snug, but it'll work.
Oh. Yeah, he looks like he could do it.
Ooh, can we put this on like a Lazy Susan? I get to sit in there and do this.
See if this will go around you. What do you think, Chuck?
You know, you can see over this. I was kind of wondering how you were handling that.
When
sport
you
mode.
get in and out of the car,
Oh, that's the
this
problem.
this sticking out on a lot of the dirt ones, they shorten it up just a little bit.
So like a cup car been bigger in the window area?
It just apparently, I don't know. Maybe they set back in them for a little further.
You know, we can bolt it in and then just see if it's okay, and if it ain't, then maybe we trim it down.
Yeah. Well, it looks like you fit in it. We could always
Boy, it is snug.
We could always quarter power it open a little bit.
Yeah. I can't gain any weight. None. 0. But it feels good. It really does. Like, it's really tight in the ribs, which is good. Of course, I don't have a driver's seat on either.
We could always open it up a little bit.
I am wearing heavy, ugly sweatpants.
Can you move your shoulders around good, though?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I can see it now. I'm not as tight, but this is...
This, yeah. No I mean, no shoot. Look at the rib protection on that.
Yeah, it's pretty solid seat.
What would this have been for? They blowing hot or cold air on
air conditioning?
Butt?
We can hook air conditioning up.
Wow, who knew?
It's not the easiest to get out of like this.
He's a younger, more flexible guy.
Weird seat moving around.
Whoa! Hey, that door's not attached. And there's no bar under the door.
Well, there's no bar under it. We're gonna have to change that.
Oops.
Everything's moving around on me.
Hey, you're in the car. Let me fix your door. Perfect. Until I move my knee.
Yeah, I don't like that riser thing he's got in here for sure. And are we pretty level right here off the seat?
It's got a slight lean back, so you can. There you go. Now you're getting close. There, it's pretty level. What do you think?
I always like the cheap seat better.
Gotta have that.
Steering wheel's a bit. Our seat is either a bit low, or
you got the Dale Earnhardt seat going.
That'll be about that much more ahead.
You're through the floorboard.
Yeah.
The bar's not in under the seat either, so that'll raise it up just a hair.
Yeah. I think we could bring it. We could bring the seat up some.
Are you comfortable, Professor?
Steering wheel's really high, or my seat's really low. Yeah, don't feel too bad though.
Feel like you could win $100,047.
Yeah. A little different.
I gotta record this quick before I get a copyright strike, but David Lee Roth doesn't need me to pay his rent this month. It's -2. It's warmed up. The worst I saw on my weather station at home was like -20. So we're back at the Rip'em RPM speed shops. Look at the size of that snowdrift. Holy cow. See, we got a skid steer with chains. It tells you something about the weather. We got the Manny Mobile back apart after we stole all the Clecos off of it they're going off our car too. I don't know where they went. Just you miss a few days. At least it's almost up to 0 outside.
I had to shove it back to get the snowmobile on here.
And Professor's smelling. He's selling his going to the snow rig.
Just gotta actually put it on the internet for sale.
He thinks that this is too dangerous. So we're gonna build one of these instead so he's safe. Alright, here we go.
We'll add a little extra on the bottom.
Or a lot extra, it looks like.
And then just mark out this point. Here to here. We were thinking this was pretty good, right?
Yeah. Nice little rolled edge on the corner there.
We're just gonna leave a little bit more to work with here. Start.
What's Milo think? What's Milo think? Nope, he's out of here. Oh, what? Oh, really? Are you sure? All right, you say so. So we just learned you can turn the whole head of that thing sideways. Who knew? Probably everybody watching.
Yep.
Everybody but us.
Pretty high-tech unit.
Wow. Way to go, Hobo Freight Engineering. Well, she's working good. And the important thing about making your doors in Wisconsin all by yourself is that the Packers are still in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Not sure how that's related, but it is important. Right, Milo? He's got his Packer collar on. Oh, he's out of here. Well, she's at the break anyway. Oh no! Does your race car look like this? Just curious. Ours always seems to. There's a bent door, nice round edges here. Look at that. That's good. That's good. We're gonna weld a bar in here because my fat butt's gonna squash that. This is a little thinner steel than. What do you think this is for gauge? We're using 22. This is probably what? 20?
20.
Maybe 18?
Might be 18.
Yeah.
Could be 18. 20 is not much different than 22.
Seriously, look at this thing. It's like the Dudley Do-Right Signature Edition. People my age will get that joke. Or people that have been to Universal Studios in Florida, I guess. You ever notice how none of this fits right the first time?
First, second, or third.
Alright, so that's what we were trying to accomplish. It's the little simple things, but they're not, you know? You know? Just look at it. Are you looking at it? It works.
Yeah, I think it's...
Presser's looking at it. What's wrong with my voice? Why does it do that?
Whatever.
You know, I just hope Brandon doesn't think we're screwing up his car.
Yeah.
If he's watching this. Hi, Brandon. Thanks for showing us the car, bud. Don't look at that. It'll hurt your eyes. Whoa! I looked at it.
There we go. Now that looks real nice.
We were just talking, Brandon. Seriously, like, we want this car in some big shows, and we want this guy to do something with it. So, we hope we make you look good.
We'll have to cut out this chunk here first.
Grab it welded in. Throw her up there. See what we got.
I gotta cut it right here so it'll slip in there. There's a plate on top and a plate in the bottom.
Oh, is that okay? That's almost a door on the car. This is good. Well, look at that. Are you looking at it? I'm looking right at it.
It's coming together nice.
It's getting there. This one should be the easiest panel.
Yeah,
famous last words.
For sure.
Should be the easiest panel. Oh, hey, the professor trimmed up around the tire.
Yeah, I cleaned it up a little bit. It looked so bad. I figured we're gonna have to open it up more, but I couldn't stand the way it looked.
That is prettier than an Iron Maiden album cover. Channel update, Jevin. Is your car done?
No.
Okay.
Not even close.
Channel update, Mark. You gonna be SpongeBob again this year or not? Rumors going around.
We are going to be SpongeBob, but maybe not a full-blown SpongeBob.
Just partial SpongeBob?
Partial SpongeBob.
What's that mean?
I don't know what that
Just
means.
one SpongeBob. No squid or anything.
No Squidward?
No,
No Mr. Krabs?
I don't think so.
Show me the money. Not doing it.
We'll see what happens.
Somewhere a kid's watching this video and he just had his heart ripped out.
You phasing sponge out?
Oh, yeah.
On to the rear quarter. Kind of mocking things up a bit. Got this door done. Oh! back. He's out of the snowdrift.
I'm back from Snowpocalypse 2024.
Yep, she was too. How many hours did you work in the last week, Manny?
I don't know. I don't even know. About 15 hours a day.
Wow.
About, I don't know.
You're almost up to what I do.
Yeah.
Work shaming. Just making sure Manny's welds are up to par. Look at this thing. The plow he drives has got a smaller front end on it.
Gotta have it.
So were you expecting such a detailed answer when you asked me about the Def Leppard song the other day? So like when Manny's out driving around, I'll comment
That's what
like
I always expect.
he's you know, he's got music on that I like you know, Slipknot or Ghost or Static
I'm
X.
just
Or
glad you didn't name drop anybody that time.
I don't know anybody in Def Leppard.
I got to meet him.
I've had a fun life. So anyway, I'll go on a rant here. So he says that what was it? Bringing on the Heartbreak.
Yeah.
Best Def Leppard song ever.
Yeah. I think so.
So one of my two biggest musical disappointments in life, we'll see if Manny agrees. Number one, Guns N' Roses.
What do you mean?
They were our generation's Rolling Stones, man, but they decided to take like 2 decades off.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of screwed us out of that deal. But, you know, hey, we got Slash, Miles Kennedy, and the Conspirator, and I really like those records a
So do
lot.
I. Yeah,
So
absolutely.
they're huge. They're really, really good. So, you know, you got some saving grace there. The other one, number two, Def Leppard.
Yeah. I actually like Hysteria.
Oh! Were you alive when that came out?
I was alive, but I was probably 3.
You know, if Joe Elliott ever sees this, and he never will, every time I see him in an interview, he's like, oh, we've always been more pop than metal, and Hysteria was our pop hard rock
I'm sure
version.
Joe Elliott watches old guy hobbies stuff.
He's got to be. Anyway, seriously, more pop than... Go back and listen to your first 3 records and get back
Jason
to me,
has
Joe.
no clue what we're talking about.
He doesn't care.
No clue at all. Do you?
Those first 3 Def Leppard records, am I wrong? Pretty gosh darn great.
Absolutely.
And then they became more pop than metal. And look where they are now. They got to have Motley Crue to fill a football stadium. You could have done that on your own. That's what upsets me.
Who cares? Pop, metal, just whatever makes you feel good.
I don't know who you are anymore. Yeah, no, he's
A
right.
lot of people say Ghost isn't metal, so
And, you know,
that's kind of what I'm getting. They're not really, but I'm
the
not.
last Ghost show I was at, there was a dude behind us, like, and he's wearing an Obituary and a Behemoth jacket,
Yeah.
and he's like, oh, I hope they play Rats. That's a banger. And I'm like, really?
It is a banger.
It kind of is. Kind of is. Kind of is.
They have. That's not nearly anywhere close to their best song. But
No. And then you got like Dance Macabre. That's practically a pop song. But
I know.
It's fun to listen to.
I thought you were getting more into Taylor Swift.
I will say nothing bad about Taylor Swift. We don't need the hate on this channel. That's all I'm saying. Taylor Swift. I'll put her on the race car if she wants to sponsor us.
Yeah.
Hey, look, it's got a front fender, a door, and a rear quarter.
Yep.
What do you think, Manny? Is it approved?
Mint. Go ahead and beat that.
I just did.
One more side,
Woo!
then we got the tail cone. Then tie it all together.
I think the tail cone really brings the room together. Ties the room together.
Yeah.
It's looking good. Sure is pretty through here. Ah, Wisconsin winters. Even if it is 10 below zero. All right, we can't wait to get back to the car and button up, you know, make all those body panels look nice and fit the car the way they're supposed to, so they look more OEM, and get that thing legal and pretty and all those other things. And I got to start working on. I actually started working a little bit on the design and the colors and everything, but just wanted to say thank you to everybody. We really do appreciate you watching this channel. You know, we're growing, we're getting better, we're learning how to entertain you more is all we're trying to do. We're trying to have fun with this, keep it positive and lighthearted and just have a good time. So if you don't mind, mash that thumbs up button. Boy, that's the most YouTube thing to say ever. But, you know, it does really help. If you're not a subscriber, please do consider subscribing. It doesn't cost you anything, and it really does help us a lot. We get a lot of stuff coming up here that I think you're really going to be excited about. We can't wait to start traveling, hitting some of these bigger races, hitting some tracks we've never been to before. And people are leaving comments on our YouTube page, which is wonderful. You know, hey, maybe consider this race and come here. Yeah, please do that. You know, if there's a special going on, it's worth the travel time, we'll consider it. So, you know, we're going to be up near Green Bay, Wisconsin at 141 Speedway, and like I said, we're looking at going to Knoxville, and obviously we're in the Yankee Dirt Track Classic this year out in Farley, Iowa. So we're getting out and about. We want to go to Maquoketa. You know, obviously we're going to be at Dubuque every single week. That's our priority, but we're going to have fun with that. We've got some stuff happening in Darlington, Wisconsin, but maybe you'll see us at your track this summer. That's all I'm trying to say. So anyway, again, thanks for watching. And what do you think Tobias Forge from Ghost is doing today? Anyway, he's probably not watching this. And anybody at the Def Leppard camp, no offense. Hey, if you like Hysteria, more power to you. You know, it was fun. It's a fun record, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. I'm just more of a fan of the first three. Sorry, I'm not going to get worked up over this again. No, not doing it. Def Leppard's a great band. We'll see you next week. I'm going to go alphabetize my CDs, I think.
Don't mind me, just handling the vet and animal control out here.
So I'm never quite sure when you make these things. How do you eat them? What do you do with them? Wait a minute. I got a solution for this. Mission accomplished.